Hello, Jaffers here. Today we're going to take a look at the LEGO Avengers Endgame Avengers Compound Battle, which includes 4 minifigures, 2 big figs, 1 micro figure, 2 if you count the spare one that comes with. It has 699 pieces and retails for $100 in the United States. Yeah. Now let's take a look at those minifigures. So here's our new Thanos, and this is not the best. I mean, it's got some nice printing on it, I'll say that. The molding, though, is too overused. The same one for 2016, which they carried over to Infinity War, which they're now carrying over to Endgame. Which, look at this. This isn't a cool looking figure at all. Like, last year's Infinity War one was better than this, okay? I'm just gonna tell you guys that now. Last year's was better looking, and this was garbage, okay? This looks better looking than this, so I'm just gonna point that out to you. What's weird though is that this one does come with another Infinity Gauntlet, which I'll be honest, I'm glad to see another one of those. But this one only includes 2 stones, so I gotta wonder how that's gonna play into the movie, if it will at all. Like, how they distributed the Infinity Stones last year, like, had anything to do with the movie, so you never know. Because I'm actually kind of curious. What does this look like with all 6 Infinity Stones? I'm interested. Okay, this one actually looks really good. I'll give it that. That looks pretty lit. I do like that. So, anyways, if they at least made a new mold for the top here, I've been fine. But yeah, but I wanted this. But we got this, and this isn't the best thing in the world. So. Yeah, not the greatest thing. I mean, I'm assuming he does have his helmet and shoulder pads in this movie, but either way, I think it would have looked better without him. But whatever, man. I don't care anymore. They're never gonna get an accurate Thanos, are we? What does interest me, however, is this new Hulk, which this is carried over from Age of Ultron, which is what, 4 years. But this is a really cool figure. What's weird though is that he doesn't have any toes, which is odd to me, but everything else looks really good. I like the sand green on this guy, and the this has to be dual molded. If it's not dual molded pants right here, like, that looks really nice, and I like the printing on that as well. And I like how he's finally cracking a smile there, which that looks really good. And yeah, really cool big fig overall. One of my new favorites, to be honest with you. I do have a little gripe though, and that's literally on the box. It shows him right next to the version on the box where he has his shirt on, and clearly this does not have it on though, so that's odd. But besides that, I'm glad to get this version of Hulk. I think it will look better like this anyways. And so here's your Iron Man Mark 85 minifigure, which does come on these little translucent blue 1x1s. Taking those off, you can take a closer look at the figure, which does come with these little blue power blasts as well. And you just press on those, and they just shoot out. And I'll be honest, those are a lot of fun to play with still. And also, he does have a nice new torso and leg print. I thought this were the same as the Infinity War sets, but they are not. Exclusive to this set. And I like how they just put the gold arms on here. This reminds me a little bit of the comic accurate version of like the Silver Age, I want to say. And he does have the same Iron Man head and face print as the 2018 Infinity War sets, which I do like getting more of that display. And also on the back, he does have a little face print there, so mine is a little misprinted right there. But besides that, the fireman does die in this movie. They went out with a bang on this one. I'll be honest, it's a good figure overall. You also do get a new Nebula in the set. I'm glad to get this because I've never gotten a Nebula minifigure before. She does have a new face print, which is nice, and I love the quantum suit. This is my first one, and wow, that is super detailed. Like, I love that shininess. They put a lot of extra detail onto this, and I might get sick of these since they come in most of the Endgame sets. But yeah, super cool stuff right there. I love that overall. That's a really nice detailed torso and leg print. You also do get an Outrider in this set, Which, I'll be honest, these sets come with more Outriders than you know. Like, in the $20 set, there's 3 of them. In the $35 set, I think there's 2 of them. And in the Iron Man Hall of Armor, there's 2 of them. And then in the Avengers Ultimate Crypto, okay, there's none in that set. But in this set, there's only 1 for some reason. Which you would think from the most expensive set of the wave, you would think you would get more in this set, but nope. But he does have the same neck attachment as the Infinity War Outriders, along with the Spider-Man from that wave, and he does have a nice back torso print there. And sadly, no leg printing. Like, they should have put leg printing on this, because it looks kind of bad without leg printing, to be honest with you. He does have a nice face print, though. I always did like that. You also do get Carol Danvers in this set, and she does have a bunch of these power blasts, if I'm correct as to what it's called. And I like how they made her like standing up while it's on, like, and I'm glad they actually have the correct color of these at this point, because they were blue in the Captain Marvel set for some reason, even though they were supposed to be this color, which this looks good. But taking all that stuff off, and you can take a closer look at Captain Marvel, which this is the same design as a $30 set. I'll be honest with you, a lot of people have been saying, oh, they kept her same outfit because she has the same design, which, if you commented that in my video, I don't mean any bias. I'm not biased against you, I don't hate you, but they did change her design. Like, you can clearly see in that Captain Marvel post-credit scene that her hair design completely has changed, and her torso is kind of changed too, so you would think they would give her at least a newer torso print, but nope. She still is Kira from the Solo film for some reason, and see, she's a little bit more ticked back there. Like, I'll be honest with you, it's a good torso print. I'm glad to get an extra one of this, but they should have went all out with this figure, in my opinion. But nope, got the same figure from a pretty cheap set, to be honest with you. Something I do like, though, is this new little Ant-Man micro figure. That is really nice and detailed. It looks better than the Civil War one that we got in 2016, to be honest with you. Which, oh man, I wish I didn't lose that, because that would have been I wish I still had that. But it was so easy to lose. I mean, come on, man, it's a micro figure. But in case you do lose it, they do also include an extra one, which I'm going to be keeping my hands on both of these, so I do not lose them ever. It would have been cool to get some back torso printing, but I don't think we've ever gotten back torso printing on a micro figure to begin with. Alright, so here's the entire compound. And at the front, starting at the front here, this looks really nice. This looks really sleek, and I'm excited to go ahead and display this part, because this looks really nice. I wish this was more modular, so you can like take this apart and like take the tops off and stuff. But I think this looks good by itself, and you see there is a Stickered Avengers logo right there. And that is a print, not exclusive, up on that 2x2 circular tile. And there is a door that leads you to the inside, which we'll take a closer look at that later. And there is a little keypad up there. And taking a closer look at the top here, there is a little spring-loaded shooter gun, which I don't see these too much anymore. And I'm glad to see this, especially in the blue color. I don't really see that often either. And you can shoot those out by pushing down that. Maybe. There it goes. And let's try to knock out maybe an Outrider, maybe? I'm gonna try. Alright, let's try to get this guy. Oh!
First try.
Okay, moving on, there is a couple of tools right here, which I do like that whole part right here. And there is a little area to where you can make your figures walk into the compound, which that's really cool. And I do like the area where you can put your helicopter, which that looks really nice, with that giant stickered A, which that was a pain to put that sticker on, I'll be honest with you. And also you do have some stud shooters up on the top there, which when you click on those, they shoot out, and you know how these work. Kind of. Which, yeah, I'm not even going to shoot out the rest of them, because that one, I don't even feel like getting up. Now, I do like right here. This is one of my favorite play features I've seen in a while, and I don't know why I like this so much. This is probably a really common thing with like Lego City or whatever, but I love this. So you can flip up like this easy pass gate if you know what easy pass even is, and they do have a little satellite dish right here as well. But you can push the garage gate up. That is so cool in my opinion. I don't know why. Like, I swear to God, if I was 5 years old and I was playing with this, I would love this thing to death. And now you can bring out your car just like that, maybe. Because my stud... See, what you want... You can't have your stud shooters down. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, so I much more recommend that you push those stud shooters down before you take the car out, so it can come out gently. But unlike you saw before, it can't come out because of that garage door unless you have like the tilted up, which that would be annoying. We'll take a closer look at those vehicles in a minute, but now we've basically taking a closer look at basically everything besides, like, I guess this door. Let's take a closer look at that interior. And so first of all, there is the interior for the garage, which really is nothing. I would have wished there was at least a couple more panels, like right here. So that would have been more helpful to the price than I would think, just doing that alone. So that would have been nice, but they just left it open for some reason, which is odd. But there is a couple things to go over in this section up here, which you can set your minifigures, well, your 3 regular minifigures, I want to say, right up into this little meeting area right up here, and that is a lot of fun to hang out with. And there are a couple of cups right there, and even, I want to say, a little wine glass, which, nice. Now, on the box, for some reason, it literally has the Hulk hanging, if you can see that right there. I'm just hanging in the back there. We're gonna try to do that, but I don't even know how he's doing that. Dude, what do? You put it like this? No, this is like physically impossible. Like, that's literally impossible. Oh, it is impossible. You can do you can actually do that. Okay then, and you can set your Ant-Man fig up here as well. Okay. I guess that works then. I mean, it looks very awkward, but it works, I guess. There is also a little pathway, or a little hallway, right about here, and you can make your figs walk about right here, and you can spin this for some reason. I'm assuming it's like supposed to be an elevator, and you can spin the person around, but they have to be like all the way back there, or you can not turn the whole thing around. There it goes, and you can have your figs walk right in. So that's pretty cool. And so down here there is a little laboratory, and that is really nice. I do have that little book piece right here, and that's supposed to represent the computer, which that part can fall off really easily. There's a little stickered piece of the Infinity Gauntlet right there, along with a 1x2 printed tile of a computer. And there is a little stickered piece where I guess you can have the figures scan their hand right here for a little playability, and they can get the Infinity Gauntlet open, which you can push down on this to let the lasers open right there, and you can pull the Infinity Gauntlet out right there, and you see that's where you're supposed to put it. I'm assuming this is going to be a big part in the movie. Who knows, but I did hear the plot leak the other day, and I'm kind of scared, to be honest with you. I think it was real, because the set kind of shows it a little bit. I'm not gonna spoil too much for you guys. So, and there is this. I mean, and I like how it all connects together and stuff. And yeah, that's gonna do for the compound though. Let's take a closer look at those hilarious videos. Man, what if this thing was actually, just imagine this thing being in the movie, and then the Avengers just come in on this like buggy thing, and they just come in shooting people, and with their stud shooters, and no doors that are opening, with some stickered 2x2. Okay, I'm gonna stop now, but yeah, this thing looks very juniorized, just not with the juniors base. They just simplified it a little bit more. They might as well just should have called the set a junior set, which, don't get me wrong, this thing looks cool for little kids, but no, this thing's bad. And yeah, and you can't even put you can't even open the doors. I mean, you can put your Iron Man back there. I mean, on the box it shows like Iron Man like driving the car, but yeah, man, no thanks. There is also the Avengers Helicopter, which is very important to the movies, and this has this really cool little sticker piece right there, and it does have a rapid fire stud shooter, which we're gonna say goodbye to those. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to find those. But yeah, there is a little fire hydrant right there, this little sticker piece right there. And the cockpit, I mean, there's a stickered cheese slope right there. And you can set your figure right inside of there. And I've been playing with this part right here for a while. I hate to admit it, but yeah, this is pretty fun to do. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the build set. Let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. Why is it so fun to... Really? Why is it... The box for this is humongous, and it has some really nice side artwork there. That looks really nice. And on the back, it does show you all the rest of the play features there, which, dang, like, how is he hanging up there? I don't know. And so, here's the instruction booklet. It's very thick, and that was super cringy, but you can turn the pages. And there is some ads for some of the sets, which I do own that one. I do not own these two by the time of recording this video. And also, there is an ad for like Marvel Studios 2. I like the game. The voice acting sucked though. So yeah. And this set is really good in my opinion. This little section right here, that's perfect. This little section over here is, it's too blank for me. Like if they put a wall right there, then that whole part would have been perfect. The vehicles still kind of suck, and most of the figures are pretty good. It's good seeing another Nebula. I like the new Iron Man here. Like, I'm just glad to get another variant, even if it is the last Iron Man figure. Hopefully not. That new Thanos is very bad, and not like that. The new Hulk's really good. Getting Outrider is just whatever. The new Ant-Man's pretty good. I also get like an A, because because of the figures and the fact that we don't have a new wall. But here's my big gripe with this. This is $100 in the United States, which is absolutely insane. That is too expensive for this. Now, when I first built this, I'm like, okay, it might just be worth it. And then I built it, I'm like, yeah, it's too small. Like, this is small, okay? So I don't recommend it for $100. I only got it this early because I wanted to review it for you guys. So I would rate this one, I have to rate this one like a B or B minus, to be honest with you. This one, I might even have to rate it a C plus. Like that's the main reason. This set's like $30 overpriced. This set should be $80 at most. But that's the same price as the Quinjet. But to be honest with you, the Quinjet is $20 less than this, and it has like 200 pieces more than it. And I get the main reason why, and it's because they have two big figs in the set, right? But I don't even think that justifies the price of the set. Like, if this set was $90, then maybe I would have said okay. If it was okay, like that would have been fine, but no. Just, they added a little bit more to the compound than I would have gotten it, a little bit more. And yeah, so I have to rate this one like a C plus, to be honest with you. It's definitely a really good set in general, but it's so super overpriced. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this review. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys in the next review or video in general, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Jackbox. Bye.